Fallout New Vegas is approaching 13 years old, but still remains one of the greatest RPGs ever made, and I almost missed out on it. See, I played Fallout 4 about a year after its release date, which was my first Fallout experience, and I thought it was just alright. It had a fun sandbox, but wasn't much of an RPG, and it left me a bit disinterested in the Fallout franchise as a whole. Until 2020. A friend of mine would recommend I try out New Vegas, and encouraged me to play it on the hardcore survival mode, and told me I wouldn't regret it. And oh my god was he right. Fallout New Vegas now sits in my top 5 games of all time, and today marks the beginning of my 5th playthrough. And even though I just wrapped up a 70-hour playthrough where I used mods for the first time, which was a ton of fun, I'm eager to hop back in for another one. So this playthrough will have that same mod list as well, which is mostly quality of life stuff and a couple quests. You can check the description for details there. And whether you're an old Fallout veteran or completely new to the game, I hope you enjoy this new character series of Fallout New Vegas.
From where you're kneeling must seem like an 18-carat run of bad luck. Truth is, the game was rigged from the start.
That intro gets me every single time, dude. Flying through a post-nuclear Vegas, showcasing the different factions, and then Ron Perlman setting up the world building and the plot of the game.
You are a courier.
Ending with Chandler Bing popping us off in the old noggin. It's just perfect, man. And a few days later, we wake up in an old man's house, a doctor's house, Doc Mitchell they call him, and he's actually a homie. He saves our life and patches us up entirely for free.
Let's see what the damage is. How about your name? Can you tell me your name?
I am Soler of Astora, an adherent of the Lord of Sunlight.
I can't say it's what I'd have picked for you, but if that's your name, that's your name. I'm Doc Mitchell. Welcome to Goodsprings.
And Doc Mitchell is a pretty important character for setting up our personal character traits and our starting stats. And at his Vigor testing machine, we are given 5 points to spend to increase these categories. And I went all in on luck because I think it's the most fun to do that. And then the doc will ask us a series of questions to determine which skill gets a plus 15 based on our answers. But I ended up changing them to increase barter, guns, and the science skill. And the 2 traits I'm taking are Built to Destroy and Wild Wasteland. Now, Built to Destroy is going to pair very nicely with having a maxed out luck stat because of the extra increase to critical hit chance. And Wild Wasteland adds some pretty wild encounters to the game that you wouldn't be able to experience without this trait. And before heading out, the doc gives us some clothes and some things we had on us before he found us shot in the head, as well as our very own Pip-Boy 3000. Turns out the old doc grew up in a Fallout vault. And the final question before being let loose is related to hardcore mode. And this makes numerous changes to the difficulty of the game. There is now a need to eat, sleep, stay hydrated, and ammunition has weight as well. Also, healing items like Stimpaks and Radaway work over time rather than instantly, and it makes the game a lot more immersive, and I actually really enjoy playing by these rules, so of course I'm going to say yes to hardcore. And now we can enter the world of New Vegas. And the first item of business is to head on down to the Prospector Saloon and try to learn what we can about the man in the checkered suit, and speak with Sunny Smiles, who might be able to help out. But I'm going to break into the office of the saloon before I head in officially. I mean, who needs karma anyways?
God fucking damn it!
Once inside, I want to hack the computer, and thanks to my science skill being over at least 25, I can hack this easy rated terminal. Now, I'm not usually a fan of hacking minigames, but I do like this one because it genuinely makes you think a little bit, and it feels good when you finally hack into something. And once in, we unlock a safe in the room, steal a couple pistols, some bottle caps, and go ahead and rob the rest of the room of the Sunset Sarsaparillas. Then we dip the fuck out. Now, we can either sell these pistols to the guy at the general store, or use them to repair my own pistol to full durability, which is what I'm going to do. And just outside the saloon, I struck up a conversation with Easy Pete the Prospector, now turned rancher due to the overbearing NCR, the New California Republic, who has pushed their way into New Vegas. And after talking a few minutes with him, I was greeted by Sunny Smiles inside the saloon.
Cheyenne, stay.
My name's not Cheyenne.
Don't worry, she won't bite unless I tell her to.
Oh, your dog, okay. You got any work available, perhaps?
Not in Good Springs, no. But if you're up for a little scavenging, there's always the schoolhouse. Most of what's in there is junk, but there's this old safe that even Easy Pete wasn't able to crack with dynamite. If you want to take a shot at it, take these.
Fuck yeah, let's go. So there's no work in Good Springs, but we got a tip about looting an old schoolhouse, along with some supplies. And after talking to Sunny some more, it turns out she can help out.
Sounds like you need all the help you can get after what they done to you.
Baby, I
Meet me
could do
outside.
with a lot more than that. Alright, baby, what are we doing?
Now, see the sarsaparilla bottles on the fence there? Take this and try to hit a couple of them. That's the right idea. Look down there. Try crouching down instead. Nice shot. Well, that's a start. But I don't reckon you came to me to learn to fight sarsaparilla bottles.
She invites us to continue the adventures beyond bottles and onto geckos. And of course the answer is yes, anything for that fine ass. And we make our way down to the water supply.
Follow me.
I will follow you anywhere. Now you notice this gun kind of jams after reloading? Well, it's due to its condition being dog shit, so that is the reason for upkeeping the maintenance on our weapons.
Hear that up on the ridge behind me there? We got some geckos to clear out. Bunch of little monsters is what they are. Seems like Doc Mitchell treats more gecko bites than anything else.
Okay, let's sneak up on these fuckers. Damn, you guys are hiding. I'll take their hides.
See? You're getting the hang of it. There's 2 more wells that still need clearing. You want, you can come along. It'd be worth a few caps to me.
I say yes to Sunny again to hunt down more geckos for 2 reasons. 1, for 60 more rounds of 5.56, and 2, for that app. Get him, Cheyenne. Get him. Let's go. Oh, where you going? Baby. Baby, where you going? Oh, who's that?
That takes care of that.
Hello?
Holy moly.
Holy
If
moly.
you hadn't come here like you done, I'd be a goner for sure. I came up here to draw water, but here, you should have what I got. You look thirsty.
Alright, we are accepted by Good Springs. Let's go. So we've helped out the town a fair bit. They trust us a bit more now. And Sunny still can't leave me alone, bro. I mean, how can she when I'm this irresistible?
What? It's just an ordinary crabby. Oh my goodness!
Oh, wait.
Oh, that's hot. That's hot.
You hear that? Let's fucking go, boys. Fucking exhausted. This is for Sunny. Let's go on inside. Fucking cleaning house here. Let's go hack this safe. So we couldn't lockpick the safe, but we do have a high enough science skill, so we have another option to hack the computer. Now I do want to say that while things like this do pop up a few times throughout the game, where you have the option of one or the other based on which skills you put up, but there are also so many examples where you can't do something because of how you spec out your character skills. Not just in hacking versus lockpicking, but in terms of dialogue options, in repairing and crafting, in intelligence or agility. You can't do it all just because you're the main character. Just like real life, you have strengths and weaknesses. Just like any good RPG game. And it really lends to a lot of replayability, and a lot of rethinking your strategies, and makes almost every playthrough different from one another. So don't think that things like a computer next to a safe is the only sort of difference in stat choices. Speaking of which, there's a pretty nice haul inside. And we found a magazine on the floor across the room. Now Sunny also needed some Brock flour, which she says is up near the water tower, so let's go ahead and check it out. Oh, I see you. Yeah, not today. Area is secure. Welcome to level 2, and we've got 13 points to spend. So we're going to be throwing Locksmith up to 25 and Speech up to 22, and taking Confirmed Bachelor for a 10% increase to damage against male opponents, and for some unique dialogue options when dealing with male NPCs. Can't forget about these snow globes, alright? And the Brock flower for Sunny. If we went out there right now, we'd be dead. I'm coming, Sonny! Alright, this is the best part about Good Springs. See, we got clean water. We're getting up there in the dehydration once we take a sip of this clean water. We are doing much better. Only in Good Springs.
Let me see what you got. Yeah, these'll do just fine. Just fine. Just fine. All right now, we're gonna be making something folks on the trail call healing powder. Go on over to that campfire now. Give it a try.
Sunny teaches us some simple crafting, but we're gonna have to level up our survival skill to access anything other than this basic recipe. And then Sunny took off, back to the saloon, leaving me alone once again, so I headed towards this fucker in the distance, kind of just staring off into the unknown, and who knows, we might have a nutcase on our hands out here.
Hello? Can you help me?
Possibly.
My girl is trapped by geckos on the ridge, and I can't get to her. Please, she's going to die.
Turns out he's a totally normal guy that needs some help saving his girl. So of course I'll help.
You will? Thank you for helping me. Please hurry.
This dude's a bit of a pussy, making me go after all these things. No critical hits? What? All that luck for nothing? Oh, that's perfect. Johnny Guitar. Gonna take his shit. There's that spooky music again. Well, let's head back down the mountain. What do we have here?
Sorry I tricked you, but thanks for clearing out the geckos. Now I can get to that stash up there, after I deal with you.
So hold on. This man couldn't clear out the geckos on his own, but he thinks he can kill the dude who he sent to go clear out those geckos? Alright. Goodbye, Barton. Fucking idiot, man. Could have been friends, you know? Just take it all, fuck it. I'm coming, Sonny!
I'm done being nice. If you don't hand Ringo over soon, I'm going to get my friends and we're burning this town to the ground. Got it?
We'll keep that in mind. Now, if you're not gonna buy something, get out.
Hey, learn to run, buddy.
What do you want?
Now this right here, ladies and gentlemen, is the bread and butter of New Vegas, the quest design. This dude, Joe Cobb, was in a hurry to get out of here, but I was able to chase him down. And now we can chat. But, just keep a pin in this moment right here. Back inside, we can talk to Trudy the bartender, the owner of the saloon, and she informs us of what we just witnessed.
Looks like our little town got itself dragged into the middle of something we don't want anything to do with. About a week ago, this traitor, Ringo, comes into town. Survivor of an attack, he says. Bad men after him. Needs a place to hide. We figured he was just in shock, so we gave him a place to lie low. We didn't actually expect anyone to come after him. Cobb hasn't exactly been looking for Ringo too hard. I think he's afraid that Ringo will ambush him, which is probably true. He's holed up at the abandoned gas station up the hill. You mean murder him? That's not our way, even if Cobb is scum. He can bluster and threaten all he wants.
So we have a couple choices to make here. Trudy trusts me because I've been helping out around town, and she, plus the other town folk, would be nice allies to have. It makes the town of Good Springs somewhat of a home base. I can buy and sell with folks in town, get valuable information regarding the world and the lore. My boy Doc Mitchell is just up the road. There's a lot of benefits here. But Joe Cobb has a ruthless gang of escaped convicts, which is a lot of firepower that could be very useful in numerous situations in a post-nuclear wasteland. And thanks to earning her trust, Trudy has already told me where to find Ringo, the man Joe Cobb is after. So I could go find Joe Cobb, inform him of this information, and join up with the Powder Gangers and take over Good Springs. Or I go to Ringo and do right by Trudy and the town. About 30 minutes into the game, and we already are making huge game-altering decisions, and I love it. Now I can't lie, I have a soft spot for Good Springs, and for this playthrough in general, I'm going to value the benefits of Good Springs more, so let's go ahead and go find Ringo. Definitely the most important mod in the entire list, the one that improves the vending machines.
That's close enough. Who are you, and what do you want with me?
Buddy, I'm not the enemy.
Sorry about the gun. You just caught me off guard, that's all. We got off to a bad start. Let's say we start over with a friendly game of Caravan.
Ever play Gwent?
If it were Gwent, dude, I'd play.
Yeah. He doesn't look very tough, though. I hear he's afraid I'll shoot him down from one of the windows when I see him. And he's right. I'll have a much bigger problem once his friends show up. There's no way I could handle all of them in a gunfight.
Alright, buddy, I got you. So Ringo wants us to round up some help to stave off an attack from the Powder Gangers, so I quickly loot up some at the gas station, then check back in with the girlfriend, Sunny Smiles, and see if she can help.
Say no more. I'm in.
Oh, babe, I knew I could count on you.
Joe Cobb talks about leaving us alone if we hand over Ringo, but I know his type. He and his friends will come after the town eventually. However, between you, me, and Ringo, we aren't exactly a force to be reckoned with. A lot of people around here look up to Trudy. If you could convince Trudy to join us, some of the folks in town might decide to help out as well. I know Easy Pete's got a stock of dynamite somewhere, and Chet just got a shipment of leather armor we could borrow. Talk to them as well.
So we gotta convince the rest of the town folk to help out. And first stop is Easy Pete, who doesn't trust me with the dynamite because my explosive skill is too low. How about that dynamite?
Too dangerous. Gonna kill all you.
Listen, I'm gonna stop you right there, Easy Pete. Okay? How hard could it really be? Okay?
Too dangerous. Sorry. Blow yourself up. Blow your neighbor up. Blow the whole town up.
So no dynamite from Pete. Next stop is Chet at the general store, who was being a bit of a dick until I barter skill checked his ass.
You made your point. I can provide people with some leather armor and extra ammo. Sure hope it's worth it. And I'll be guarding the store while all this is going on.
Of course.
I have to put my business first. You understand.
So he's kind of a pussy, but that's fine. At least he's giving us armor and some ammo. And while I'm here, I'm going to sell him some of those gecko hides and some other garbage. And Doc Mitchell is next. And he doesn't even have a skill check because he's just such a good dude that he doesn't need any convincing to help others. Fucking legend.
Oh, I'm not much good in a fight with my bum leg. And my supplies are scarce, but I'll give you what I can spare.
And lastly, we're going to have to convince Trudy, who is at her house because the saloon is now closed. Ooh, okay. Yes, get your daily steps in, Trudy. Killing it.
So you're planning on taking on Joe Cobb's gang. It's a big risk, but I suppose you have to do what you think is right.
Oh shit, that's right. Don't have a high enough speech or sneak. But I remembered I found a magazine while looting around earlier, which gives me plus 10 to speech for 60 seconds.
Feeling thirsty?
And if you notice, the dialogue has now changed from appearing unconfident to sounding more convincing, to match my new skill. Attention to detail like this is so cool.
I was planning on sitting this one out, but for some reason, I can't help but like you.
Two girls crushing on me? Let's go.
Let me have a word with a few other folks, and I'll see if I can't round up some more members for this militia you're creating. While everyone does own a gun, we could stand to be a little better equipped. The general store probably has what we need in stock.
Oh, hello. I saved this bitch. It's time to return to Ringo with the good news. The only one we couldn't convince was Pete.
So what's going on? Did Sonny agree to help us? Well, I guess that means we're ready to go. Unless you think there's something else you can do.
Nah, bro, let's go.
All right, I'm ready. I hope.
Time to look alive. The powder gangers are here to play.
Where's my other girlfriend at?
They're getting set up in cover, but it might not go well unless we get out there soon. At least 6, Joe Cobb included. They look pretty mean. I'll be set up near the store. Let's hope that the gang doesn't manage to make it that far.
Get the fucking rifle out. Alright, SEAL team. Move in. We're vilified, baby. Alright, bit sloppy. We are now idolized. Let's go.
I owe you a huge favor for this. Here, these are technically Crimson Caravan funds, but I know they'll understand once I explain things.
Hey, don't mention it, Ringo.
I'll stick around for a bit longer, but I'll be gone in a few days. If you ever visit New Vegas, look me up at the Crimson Caravan camp.
We're going to throw all 12 points into speech for now, loot some of the powder gangers, including Joe Cobb himself, get a quick thank you from Trudy, and boom, the first hour of New Vegas is complete. Think of how much shit we just did in the first hour of the game. We got an interesting story set up, learned all the basics of combat, crafting, repair, cooking, reputation, skill checks, branching dialogue, and branching quest design, and have changed the course of the game forever moving forward due to our choices. And this isn't just the outlier because it's the tutorial zone. No, this type of gameplay and quest design is the standard for the entirety of the game. And it's why every single person's New Vegas playthrough will be different. There's going to be some overlap for sure in many people's playthroughs, but truly things can go so many different ways in so many different scenarios. Now when you compare that to the first hour of a lot of modern games where it's 45 minutes of cutscenes, then the first hour of gameplay is just walking slowly in a cinematic way, like, why is this not just a movie? Because when I play a video game, I want to play a video game. And New Vegas is a fucking video game, man, and that's why I love it. And in the next episode, we're going to continue on into the town of Prim. And if this is something you enjoyed and want to see more of, let me know by leaving a like on this video and commenting that you want to see it continue. Thank you guys for watching. I'll see you all in the next one.